will serve the Lord. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You might not like the way I feel, but neighbor, we will serve. Shake somebody else and tell them, if you want a feel-good message, you ought to go to a feel-good church. But this ain't a feel-good church. I declare that Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am life. No man come to the Father except through me. Shake somebody and say, it ain't about you, baby. This is about God. So wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Tell them wake up. Tell them one more time, wake up. And begin to shout right there. Jesus had to go back. And he had to reposition himself in the crowd. I feel this one. Turn me up a little bit more. I want them to hear me. Sometimes you got to reposition yourself. Because there are some situations that will drain the living life out of you. And when I say situations, I mean some people will drain the living life out of you. Now here you is trying to do a work for God, and no sooner than you realize that you have gone the wrong way, and you go back to fix that thing. This is when you really find out who's who. Y'all ain't getting much shadows on that one right there. You'll find out really who's on your side when you come into the knowledge of God. Oh, God. I've seen some folk now whom I really found out who they really are. You're stuck on, I thought you was for kingdom business, only to discover it was about their business. I come to serve notice. It ain't about your business. This is about kingdom business. Reason why we're weak is because we've forgotten about kingdom business. We made it about our business. Me, myself, and I. Did I not tell you just a minute ago that God said every high thing that exalts itself above the knowledge of God shall be. I didn't stutter when I said that. I said it shall be knocked down back into the pits of hell from which it came from. You ain't fighting with me. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, you ain't fighting with me. I feel Jesus right here. When he said in verse number 40, and he came unto the disciples. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, Jesus came. When he got there, he saw that they were busy sleeping. Church, you ain't got time to sleep now. You got too many demons to deal with. Not only in the body of Christ, in your personal life. The reason why they're beating us up so and destroying our minds and our characters and our walks of life is that we let that devil in. We laid down and went to sleep. Only to wake up dealing with the same issue after we done dreamed about it. Jesus said, I got to reposition myself. I thought that you guys were going to be praying. I was getting ready to make my exit, and I left you here to pray. When I got back, I only got back to discover that y'all was asleep. Now notice this, because Jesus went to Peter first. Peter, you were the one who confessed that I was the Son of God. When I asked the question, whom do men say that I, the Son of God, am, you were the only one that answered right. Flesh and blood had not revealed that to you. Then I turned around and gave you the keys to hell. But I get back, and now you're sleeping with them. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, be careful. You could be sleeping with the enemy. Touch him one more time. Say, neighbor, be careful. The enemy may be in your house. If they ain't praying for you. Did y'all catch that one right there? I said, if they're not praying for you. Jesus said, if you're not for me, you're not for my Father. Y'all ain't talk to me here. I can see that. Oh, God. Yeah. He said, I and my Father are one. You ain't connected to us. That means you don't. Whole lot of us are shouting, but we ain't connected. Am I talking to anybody in here? But you got an opportunity to reconnect today. I feel God saying you can make this thing right. You can turn that situation around. You can change your mindset. That's what the devil wants you to believe, that you cannot change, but you can change. Yeah, so Jesus deals with Peter first. Jesus comes along and says, what? You know, as any person of responsibility would do. What? I left y'all with an assignment, and then I get back and I find you sleeping. What? You know, what in the world, what in the devil have you done? I left you with an assignment, and you went and changed the assignment. What? I left you to fast, and you couldn't even get past day one. What is this? Left you to call on God. You started calling on Muhammad. What is this I feel? What is this problem? What is this notion I'm seeing in the body of Christ? I left you to call on God. You started calling on your boyfriend and your girlfriend, your cars in your house. What is this thing? Left you here just to pray 1 hour. I couldn't even get 5 minutes out of you. What's going on? Because the next 45, hello somebody in here, 55 minutes later, you're napped up somewhere in a corner as if you ain't got nothing to pray about. Don't you know folks are in trouble? Don't you know they're sick, they're distraught, they're down on their lucks. You're just a person that could minister to them. But here you are kidnapping. What is this? Can I leave you here? Jesus said, could you not watch with me? You mean to tell me the devil